Welcome to another episode of Social Studies Shorts. Today we will be learning about the French and Indian War and the impact that it had on the American Revolution. Okay, the French and Indian War. As far as we can tell from history, French and Indian War took place in the years 1754 to 1763. And remember, this is a battle primarily of the British colonies from Virginia to Nova Scotia. And the colonists themselves aren't going to do very much. They're going to sit back and watch and let the big guns do all the fighting. And by big guns, we're talking about two groups. We're talking about the French and the British. Cheerio, let's put another shrimp on the bob. Wait, that's Australia. Cheerio and all. Okay. So we've got the French and the British. Now each one of them are going to employ their own reserves here. We've got the French who use their Native American allies. Notice the French flag and the berets. Okay. And they're going to be fighting against the British and their own allies, different tribes. Notice the Whigs. Now, who do you think is going to win? Well, in this case, the French are completely dominating and wiping up the battlefield with the French. And where are the colonists in all this? Well, I'm so scared. What are we going to do? Oh, wait, somebody else is facing the battle. It doesn't matter anyway. So they're just hanging out. And this is very embarrassing for Her Majesty's Royal Army. Not only because they're losing, but also because they're using up lots and lots of money to take care of these colonists. Now, they're losing pretty bad until the entrance of one man into history. This is William Pitt. And William Pitt takes over the armies, and he begins to mop up the battlefield with the French. Mop, mop, mop. Okay? And so he drives them out of the colonies, and with that, the British take over and win the battle. Good news for the colonists, right? Well, in this case, Britain figures out that they need to get back all of that money that they used to protect the colonists. And who do you think they're going to tax? That's right, the colonists that they protected. So very quickly they go from happy protected colonists to angry and hostile colonists because they don't want to pay for the taxes and the other restrictions that the English have imposed upon them, leading up to the American Revolution. But that's not all. In the American Revolution, some of the generals, i.e. George Washington, paid very close attention to the tactics used by the Native Americans in war. For example, guerrilla tactics, instead of what the British were usually using, drill and kill tactics. And from that, the American colonists and their Revolutionary Army used that to eventually defeat the British. Cheerio and all that. And that is the French and Indian War and its impact on the American Revolution.